So in this one, solve the compound inequality and graph on a number line. The only thing that we have to be careful of is that just like an equality, and we isolate x, we have to obey these rules. Just treat everyone equally. So we're going to strip away all of the disguises that they've put on x here. Well, we have 5 minus 3x in here, and we're trying to isolate x. Well, you see that 5, that's the first thing we're going to take away. We're going to take away 5, and respecting the inequality here, we need to treat all 3 expressions equally without, we can't discriminate. So we have 7 minus 5, that's 2. We have 5 minus 3x minus 5, that just leaves negative. Now let me write this a little more clearly. We have 2 is less than. We have negative 3x, now we're getting closer to isolating x, is less than 6. Okay, so we're getting closer to this. Now we see we've multiplied x by negative 3. That's what negative 3x means. When we divide by negative 3, all of these inequalities are going to change direction. And the reason is that, for example, when you have 1 is surely less than 2, let's divide both terms here by negative 1. Well, here we have negative 1, and here we have negative 2. And you can see which way would we put the inequality here. We would put it this way. We'd have to, negative 1 is clearly greater than negative 2. So dividing by a negative, this should kind of help you remember that it's, I don't even know if that's on the screen. There we go. So dividing by a negative number would flip the inequality. So dividing by negative 3, what do we have here? We have negative 2/3 is greater than x, which is greater than negative 2. So this just says that x is between negative 2/3 and negative 2. And we're going to graph this. Yeah, x is between, or physically it's between negative 2/3 and it's between negative 2/3 and negative 2, just as it is on this page. But here we have 0. Here's negative 2. And negative 2/3 is about here. If this is negative 1, it's negative 2/3. And because there's no possibility of equality, we would make this an open dot and an open dot and join them right there. That should be over the point negative 2. And this should be over the point just about negative 2/3, which is right about there. Okay? Write the equation that represents the translation of f of x is equal to x squared. We want to shift it left and up 2 units. Okay, so this is just a parabola. y is equal to x squared. We want to take this, we want to move it left 6, so we want to go left 6 and up 2. Up 2. Well, how do we shift this? We're going to do this in steps. The last thing we're going to do is shift it up 2. So when we shift it left, this is where it's a little counterintuitive until you've done a few of these. When you have x squared, when we add 6 to x before we square it, we shift the graph. It looks like when you say plus 6, it sounds like we're shifting it to the right. In fact, we're shifting it to the left. And you can remind yourself of that just by graphing the line y is equal to x and y is equal to x plus 6. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's y is equal to x plus 6. I'm going to extend it right here. Which way did this line shift? Which way did it shift? I know you're going to say it shifted up. In fact, it did shift up, but we could also describe this as a shift to the left, right? That's the, I'm sorry, correct? That's the shift to the left. So there, x plus 6 squared will shift x squared to the left by 6, and then we want to shift it up 2 units. Well, that's just, up 2 units is just plus 2, shifts an entire function up to. So this would be your answer. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to, and there's our new parabola. Just a minute. Graph this piecewise function. That didn't come out too great. I'll do number 23 now. Write and solve the linear system. He rented 2 videos and 1 DVD. What's a video? And 1 DVD and spent $18. The next day he rented 2 videos and 2 DVDs and spent $19. And now this is a puzzle to figure out how much does a video cost and how much does a DVD cost, or well, to rent. Okay, so this just screams for 2 variables, and let's make them x and y. How much does a video cost? We're just going to call that V. That's the rental for a video. And DVD, we're going to say that costs D. Make it a capital D. And what do we know? Well, he rented 3 videos and 1 DVD and spent 18. So in terms of V and D, he spent 3V plus 1D, and he spent $18. Just a minute. And so I love doing this. He rented. Oh, it says he rented 2 3 DVDs. I'm pretty sure they mean this 2 should not be there. Well, we'll find out in a second. He spent $18, so that's that first, and we can just cross that out now. I'd cross it out lightly so we can undo it. And he rented 2 videos and 2 DVDs and spent $19. So 2 and 2, so 2V plus 2D, and he spent 19. I'm going to cross that out now too. 19. Well, let's see. Let's do 2 times the top equation and subtract the bottom equation, because that will eliminate our d's. You can see it already, like 2 times d minus 2d, right? So that's going to give us no d's. So we have 2 times 3, which is 6, minus 2v's, right? So we have 2 times 3 minus 2. So it's 6 minus 2, that's 4. 4 videos. 4 times v is 2 times 18. Do that in cyan. 2 times 18 minus 19. That's 36 minus 19.
Dad? That's
going to be 15. So something tells me, oh, this should be a 2. This number should be a 2. Let me go. Let's go do it that way real quick.
Dad?
What?
When Mitchell's, can you see if I can go to Mitchell's party when it starts?
Let me call. So we have 2, let's do it this way. 2v plus d is equal to 18. Let's see if this works. And we have 2v plus 2d equals 19. So we can just do a subtraction here. We have 2v's minus 2v's. That's no v's. D minus 2d is a negative d. And you think, oh my gosh, that's going to be a problem, but not really, because 18 minus 19 is negative 1. So it sounds like the DVD costs $1. And going back to any of these, we can see that the video, well, I don't know. It seems like DVDs are a lot cheaper. I don't know about this one. But if we went back to the other one, we'd say, we'd put d as, say, into here. We have 2v plus d is equal to 19. I'm sorry, we know d is 1. Is equal to 9. 2v plus 2 is equal to 19. 2v is equal to 17. 1 video is equal to 1350. And would that make sense up here too? No, I made a mistake. I have to redo that one.